Okay, hi, this is Vic, and instead of starting this video off with the photograph of my Cadillac ELR, I'm going to start off by introducing you to my new website. My new website is evcarinfo.net. All we talk about is electric vehicles and plug-in hybrids. That is it. And what you're looking at right now is the home page for the website. Now the website is also a blog. Okay. Uh, first, first I'll scroll down the home page, and we can examine that. And I start off by saying EV Car Info is dedicated to updating you on the rapidly changing technology around EVs or electric vehicles. Under that, you see we continue to look for new electric vehicles and hybrids from the auto manufacturers. Toyota announced plans to make many more electrified vehicles by 2025. Then there's a link to click here for details. And I've programmed that link in to take you directly to Toyota's website. And you see Toyota aims for sales of more than 5.5 million electrified vehicles, including 1 million zero-emission vehicles per year by 2030. So Toyota is following the lead of Tesla. And Toyota officially recognizes the value of electric vehicles. I'll click the back button on my browser. And the next item that is covered on the website is, in addition to the standard information that is 0 to 60 times, range, top speed, and other parameters, we will also provide you with detailed information about the quality of implementation by the different car makers, along with our recommendations. And there's a photograph of the Tesla Roadster that's supposed to be made available in 2020 or late 2019. And here's a link to click here to subscribe to our free monthly updates. Now, what the updates will do is provide you with information as soon as it's made available on the website. You won't have to go to the website to get the information. It also provides you with videos that from our YouTube channel and or videos that are made available exclusively through the website. Then there's a comment here that we have many manufacturers are quote unquote testing the waters by placing very small batteries into some vehicles, apparently trying to minimize their research and development costs while trying to sell the vehicles at the same time. And we say that Tesla is leading the charge in proper development of this powerful and clean source of driving, followed by GM and Nissan. And that's going to be updated very shortly here to say followed by Toyota, to include Toyota as well. As a subscriber, you'll be kept up to date on the best buys in this exciting market. When the price of the pump goes up again, the effect on all EV owners will be minimal because EV owners don't need to stop at gas stations. And that's absolutely fantastic. And there's photographs of 3 Tesla models, the Model 3, and then the Model S in the middle. And then there's the Cadillac ELR. And once again, we have a click to subscribe to free monthly updates. And here's a photograph at the bottom. Here's a photograph of the Chevrolet Bolt. The Bolt has a sticker price of approximately the same as the Tesla Model 3. I've seen the Bolt, and I've sat in the Bolt. I've touched it and felt it. And the Bolt looks like an overgrown golf cart. And for the price of that vehicle, I don't like it. Another thing that I don't like that Chevrolet has added is if you want DC fast charging, then that's a $750 option. And that, to me, that's absolutely ridiculous. If you're going to drive the car, say 100, 150 miles away from home, then you're going to have to automatically add 10 to 16 hours to your drive time, because it's going to take many, many hours just to recharge the car, because this car has no gasoline backup. It can only run off electricity. And once you have to charge, once you're stuck to charge, you have to charge it. You have to stop. And without DC fast charging, you're going to take hours and hours to recharge that car. And Chevrolet apparently doesn't care. That's just my opinion on that. And then at the very bottom, we have Fight Like a Spartan logo, because as a result of prostate cancer, as a result of my experience with prostate cancer, I've discovered that there is a way. If a man has a test his PSA score and he pops too high, there is a way to rid yourself of, once you're verified to have prostate cancer, there's a way to rid yourself of that by going to, and I'll click on the link, by going to this website, cyberknife.com. This is actually a video that I made. And the website to find a hospital with a CyberKnife facility is go into cyberknife.com, click on locations, and then search in the United States and type in your zip code. And tell it how far away to look for your zip code. It can look, you can select, look 5 miles away, 10 miles away, 250 miles away. The closest hospital with a CyberKnife facility to my area was 20 miles, it was only 20 miles away. And yet and still, there was 2 doctors that wanted to do surgery on me. And that would require cutting and a hospital stay. The CyberKnife was done, allowed me to get treated as an outpatient on my way to work. Took 15 minutes. I had to stop at the hospital 15 minutes on my way to work. That's it in a nutshell. Now I click the back button on my browser. And now we're back at evcarinfo.net, the home page. And just to show you some of the menu functionality, I'll click on electricity only vehicles. And now electricity only vehicles shows up. And that is pure electric vehicles, not hybrids that also use gasoline. Okay. That's pretty much self-explanatory. I probably did not have to say that. And one of the posts here talks about the BMW i3. The BMW i3 was halted. And we'll click on that just to look at the details. And this report, oh, by the way, I'm sorry. This particular page takes you to another page within evcarinfo.net. And we click on this report, states the production of the BMW i3 has been halted until further notice. Until further notice. That's a long time, I think. And we click on this report just to look at the details. And it says the BMW i3 electric car sales stopped. Future recall announced for a specific safety concern. And it says an obscure safety issue has led to a halt in sales of the i3 electric car until further notice. The German car maker announced a recall for every single i3 sold in the United States. That's okay with me. I didn't like the i3 anyway. It looks like an overgrown golf cart, similar to the Chevy Bolt. I'll click on the back button of my browser now. And now we're back at evcarinfo.net. Okay, so we looked at I clicked on electricity only vehicles. We looked at the BMW i3 halted. Now, will the Tesla Roadster set records? Let's click on that and see what it says. There's another photograph of the Roadster that has yet to be seen alive. And one of the articles that we have there is Tesla already has several cars that have 0 to 60 times faster than the Corvette Z06, and that's a fact. Their Roadster may very well be an earthbound rocket, all without releasing poison gases to the air we breathe, and that's fantastic. Now, there's an article about, speaking of the Tesla Roadster, there's an article that Elon Musk may be aiming for the Roadster to have a 0 to 60 time of less than 2 seconds. Actually, 1.9 seconds specifically. And that's absolutely phenomenal. And it's going to have a range of over 600 miles on one charge. And I'll scroll down. I'll continue to scroll down this page now. The BMW i8. Now, the BMW i8 is a good-looking vehicle, very good-looking vehicle. And this, in my opinion, this is one of the examples of a car manufacturer trying to minimize their investment in this great technology, while at the same time trying to make money from it. And I don't like that. The i8 is nothing more, to me, is nothing more than just a toy. Let's see. It has an EV range of only 15 miles, thanks to the small power supply. Only 15 miles on one full charge. And I'll scroll down, and there's our Cadillac ELR. Okay, I click here to view a video of the Cadillac ELR, and I will just go to it, and that's where I start off with one of my videos talking about the volt and the used value of the volt in the ELR. And I will click on the back button of my browser. And here's the Chevrolet Volt. I really, really like the Chevrolet Volt. We talk about the Volt as well. The Chevrolet Volt continues to be an example of excellent implementation of plug-in hybrid technology, with the 2018 model producing 0 to 60 times of 7.1 seconds, and an all-electric range of 53 miles, thanks to the larger power supply. With a price of about $36,000, the Volt is excellent. It will not suck gas money out of your pocket continuously like regular gasoline-powered cars. And that's, speaking of that, that reminds me. Gasoline-powered cars, as long as you're driving a gasoline-powered car, I'm envisioning, it's like standing at the gas pump. I'm envisioning the pump running. Even if you're not going anywhere, you're sucking gas out of the car. Still spending gas. And then here's an item that I failed to point out on all of the other posts. If you want to make a comment, you can make a comment, and all that's required is make a comment, your first name and your email address, and then you can post your comment, and that's it. Now I'll scroll back up, and this particular topic we clicked on electric only vehicles. Let's click on plug-in hybrids and see where that takes us. Okay, we talk about the Cadillac ELR being discontinued, and in here there's a demonstration of where I demonstrated power regeneration in my Cadillac ELR. You can click on that, and this will take us to a link that will allow us to view the video of how the demonstration of the power regeneration in the ELR went. And here's a video right here that talks about the resale value of hybrid cars compared to gas-powered cars. And we also discuss how an internal combustion engine is inefficient, and it costs a lot more to keep it going than it does an electric motor. Now click on plug-in hybrids, and again there's Cadillac ELR discontinued, and there's a demo about regenerating power. I'll go to electric only vehicles again, and there's a BMW i3 halted, and let's see. Will electricity cost less? The fact is, yes, electricity will cost a lot less to drive per mile. For every dollar that a gasoline car goes, an electric car running on just electricity can go for about 30 cents. The same distance for about 30 cents. And that's the demonstration of my power regeneration in my ELR. And I will click the home button again, the home link. And there's the invitation, once again, a couple of invitations to subscribe to the free monthly updates. Anything having to do with electric vehicles, if we can find it, we will update you automatically. And let's see. I'm trying to figure out where I want to go now. I'm going to go to electricity only vehicles one more time. And the advantages of electric vehicles. And this is where we talk about the advantages of having electric vehicles. You go get food if desired while the car recharges. In other words, you don't have to stand by your car and pump gas into it. You can just plug it in and let it recharge while you and your friend, whoever you're traveling with or whoever's with you, go eat or go use the restroom or go drink a soda or whatever. Have a liquid refreshment or some food or whatever. In other words, while your car is recharging, you can recharge as well. And then when you get home, the advantage is when you get home, if you should need to plug your car in, you can plug your car in while you're at home as well. Every single night, my car is plugged in and ready to go with me, ready to go in the morning. I may not have to plug it in every night, but I always plug it in at night because it only takes me 5 seconds when I get home. And by following that type of procedure, I don't have to go to a gas station ever. I don't have to go to a gas station for gas for my car. Because I drive a plug-in hybrid, the only time I need to go to a gas station is when I'm driving long distance. Or if I'm mowing my lawn. That's the only other time. My lawnmower uses more gas in the summertime than my car does. That's the main reason that I need to go to the gas station, is to mow my lawn. And there's another advantage. Let's see. You'll never need to visit a gas station, saving you hours every week. It's also going to save a lot of money as well. For every dollar that a gasoline car owner spends to go whatever distance, for every dollar they spend, an electric vehicle can go for approximately 30 cents. So that's a significant amount of money. And we don't emit poison fumes into the air we breathe. And in the case of a plug-in hybrid, if you have a plug-in hybrid such as I do, then the fumes that you emit into the atmosphere are greatly, greatly reduced if you ever need to run your engine. The major drivetrain components will last a lot longer. And Tesla is a proof of that. Tesla has an 8-year warranty on their new cars. 8 years. There's no other car manufacturer that I'm aware of that has an 8-year warranty. Unlimited mileage at that. 8 years, unlimited mileage. All the miles you can eat in 8 years, they will cover it. I'm wondering if Toyota will do that as well with their electrified vehicles. And I've already covered that point. Costs much less per mile driven compared to gasoline. And the price is stable compared to gasoline or diesel prices. The price of electricity is much more stable. And in addition to that, speaking of prices, there's a lot of places within my city where I live that I can plug my car in and it costs me nothing. So there are times when I can recharge and recharge for free. And at the bottom of this page, let me see, this page that we are at is the advantages of electric vehicles. At the bottom, once again, you can leave a comment. And whatever comment you put in here, you just go ahead and it will be published. It will be reviewed by us. And all we ask for is your first name and your email address. That is it. And website is optional. And then you just click on post comment and your comment will be posted immediately. And here's the subscribe. On the right hand side, the top right hand side of the page, I clicked on subscribe. And here's the subscribe page if you want to subscribe to our updates. Our updates will come out approximately once a month. And In the subscription page, we say that the EV market is changing rapidly. Subscribe to our updates so that you will have the latest information automatically. All we ask for is your email address, and you receive the most recent information that we have available as quickly as we can get it to you. And you'll get links to our videos as well, directly to your inbox. And that is it in a nutshell. That's the tour of my electric vehicle website, evcarinfo.net. Okay, once again, it's evcarinfo.net. Hi, this is Vic, and I'm truly hoping that I can start some type of movement here. And that is fight like a Spartan. Men, there is an alternative to surgery. If you are confirmed to have prostate cancer, you do not have to have surgery. 10 years ago, in 2007, after 2 doctors recommended surgery for me, I searched for an alternative, and I went to the website that you're looking at right now, cyberknife.com, to find an alternative to surgery. And only after talking to the doctor in the hospital that worked with the CyberKnife did I decide to go through the CyberKnife treatment. I put off surgery as long as I possibly could, and I spoke with the doctor that actually worked in the hospital that had the CyberKnife facility, and he did a test, and he confirmed, and what he told me was the CyberKnife was a good treatment for me, that he could treat me with the CyberKnife. So I chose the CyberKnife. I found a hospital. Well, first of all, if you go to cyberknife.com, they have a search feature in there where you can search. You can tell the search engine how far to look. It can go from, you can select 5 miles or 250 miles away from your zip code. Like, you tell it to search in the US, and then you type in your zip code, and you can tell it to go as far as 250 miles or whatever. And as it turned out, there was a hospital that has a CyberKnife facility 20 miles away from me. My treatment went like this. I got up early to go to work and left enough time to lay down in the bed. My treatment plan was for 45 minutes. Yours could be different. Mine was for 45 minutes. So I had to lay still for 45 minutes, completely dressed, no surgery, no cutting, and while this machine rotated around me. And when they told me they were finished, and it generally took about 45 minutes, when they told me they were finished, I would get up, and they said, okay, you can leave now, and that was it. I got back into my car, and I drove to work. I worked and did anything and everything that I wanted to do. There was no limitations placed on me. And that's my push for the CyberKnife. Men, we have a tool to kill and defeat prostate cancer. Fight like a Spartan. No surrender, no retreat.